It's DJ Wheat Graham.
And Chris Weck, Stephen Ionetti.
And we are jumping into the next Unreal Tournament game. The countdown has already begun. 3, 2, 1. And we have got a third-round matchup here. We've got from France, Spawn, taking on the Czech Republic, Thing. And it should be an interesting match here on Ironic. And we've got Thing already starting out. Look, he's already down to 8 health. He had nothing but a link gun and was basically forced to use that weapon against his opponent, even only with 8 points of health. 14 minutes, 38 seconds on the clock. Look at that. Spawn not too healthy himself, and Thing is going to get the first frag of the game on Ironic in the first 30 seconds. He's now got himself the low 50 shield, and he's gearing up to go over and get that super shield. So far, a great start for him, but Spawn is going to answer back. It is now 2-1 already. Some quick action here in this matchup on Unreal Tournament 2004 Ironic.
Yeah, Thing coming up over by the health files near the bio rifle. Gets owned by a shot combo by Spawn. Spawn staying up high. Thing now down over by the flak area, trying to throw out some primary link gun fire, picking up the lightning gun and heading on over to grab some health files and pick up the shock rifle. It really needs that shock rifle to stay defensive, and it's good as an offensive weapon as well on Ironic. So Thing now setting up, gearing up to get the super shield. He's throwing out some shot combos over on top of the super shield. Gets nailed by the shaft of Spawn, and Spawn doing a great job with that shaft early on in this game.
It's 3-1 now. Spawn not only got that frag, but he also picked up that super shield. He's now got 100 armor, 145 health, using his flak as an offensive weapon there, firing some preemptive flak into the hallway. And as his opponent goes up the elevator, actually he reversed around. It looked like he was going to go over to the 50 health, and Spawn is going to take a moment to pick up the 5 vials in the link gun room. He now sees his opponent over in the 50 health. He fires a lightning gun shot. It did not hit. Thing has 100 armor, 50 health, and actually look, he gets nailed there with a shot combo. All of his armor is completely depleted. He's down to 58 points of health. There is a triple stacked rocket, almost hits Spawn, but is not going to happen that time. And Thing, with only 3 health remaining, gets taken out. A nice shaft kill by Spawn. That's going to make the score 4-1. And although Thing got that first kill, I think Spawn has done a great job of really turning things around and retaking control.
Absolutely. Thing now over at the health files near the bio rifle, finding Spawn over at the lightning gun area. Flak being exchanged by both players. Secondary flak being thrown out. Lightning gun shot and
nice.
A follow-up flak shot by Spawn will end Thing's attempt to regain some kind of control on Ironic. Heading on over towards the bio rifle is Thing, throwing out some secondary flak, looking for the 50 shield, not going to find it, as Spawn is doing an excellent job of map control. 120 shield, 160 health, now waiting for the super shield to spawn in, and nowhere to be seen is Thing.
He's putting himself at a lot of risk just sitting right on top of that super shield, especially since his opponent can assault him via the shock rifle, but it's not going to happen that time, as it looks like Thing was actually over by the 50 armor, and it didn't even spawn for him. So Spawn is going to pick that up, and there is the super shield. He has picked that up. He's now at 150 armor, 160 health, doing real good, and he's geared up to basically take this next frag. Now he goes up the elevator, saw that it was already going up, and here is a fight over, and oh my gosh, a fight over near the bio rifle, and Thing actually fires his rocket prematurely. The only frag that he scored has now been taken away, Chris, and there's not much he can do as Spawn grabs the 50 shield, and he is now in full control of both of those power-ups.
Definitely. 50 shield and 109 health for Spawn as he finds Thing at the elevators. Oh, nice secondary flak hitting right at the feet of his opponent Thing. Spawn throwing out some long-range lightning shots, trying to control the rocket area. Thing made a bad move there, staying low, and he just got completely owned from up high. Just should have stayed away from Spawn until he got some kind of armor or something. 100 armor now for Spawn, and 59 health. He's looking pretty solid, and hasn't had a ton of competition coming from Thing. Flak being exchanged near the bio rifle area and the 50 shield. There goes a nice flak ball hitting Spawn, forcing him to retreat back to the health, and it looks like Thing is making a nice little run here. 54 health, picking up the LG, and now grabbing some health vials.
10 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, and a great comeback lightning shot by Thing. He is going to get taken off directly off the Spawn because Spawn was able to grab that shock beam and just nail his opponent, and there is a second follow-up frag. So even though Thing got that frag, it really isn't going to help him out too much. Spawn now 9 frags to Thing's 1. It's an 8 frag lead for him, and he is going to make his way into the into the super shielding room. And nice job, he does regain control. He not only grabs that super shield, but also takes out his opponent. A nice rocket right on the ramp there. Now Spawn, fresh off the Spawn, he spawns over near the bio rifle now, and he's got only 125 health. He gets hit with the lightning gun shot down to 80. His opponent is now running after him, and Thing has him in his sights. He fires a couple primary shock beams. Both of those do hit. Spawn is going to go up, grab 2 25s though, and now for the first time he's on the run. He's having to play a completely defensive game, and this is not something that we've had to see him do in the first 5 minutes of this match.
Marcus, I just wanted to point something out. Have you noticed how well Spawn has been dodging throughout this match? He's
Absolutely.
playing a very, very good game, predicting where his opponent's going to shoot and just missing a lot of shots. I'm curious to see what the damage is that's been given to Spawn so far, but we'll see that towards the end of the match, hopefully. And Spawn now over by the 225's health and the bio rifle, looking for his opponent, possibly trying to wait for him to make a run on that 50 shield, throwing out some secondary flak. 50 shield, now down to 27 shield for Spawn, 103 health as he runs into his opponent Thing. More action over at the rocket launcher area, and Spawn is just in complete control. He knows exactly when the shields are going to spawn, picking up that 50, now at 125 health as well, so he's doing pretty good. He's been even doing well with the link gun as a weapon, which is very impressive. He looks like he's been playing a lot, and he's practiced a lot before WCG. Both players meeting each other in the elevator area, some flak being exchanged, and you know, we're waiting to see who's going to grab the super shield when it spawns. I think Spawn's waiting for his opponent, throws out a lightning shot and some secondary flak, anticipating some shots. There goes a nice shot combo coming from Thing. Thing following up. He's staying aggressive, going after Spawn, wants to get this kill, and both players meeting each other over at that 50 health.
And Spawn is going to grab that 50 and go up the ramp, but it looks like Thing is right on top of him, sending one flak, a secondary flak ball, and now Spawn forced to retreat once again. Let's switch over to Thing, who's actually only has 91 health, but man, this guy, despite not having armor control at all, is definitely keeping on top of his opponent. Now down to 20 health, a secondary shot, another secondary flak, and he is going to be forced to retreat with only 20 points of health remaining, but it does not, I have a hard time believing that Spawn is in the lead, because Thing is actually doing a great job keeping his opponent isolated on particular portions of the map. It is now 10-2 in favor of Spawn, and you know what? Even though he has lost a frag here, a frag there, and even lost control of the armor a few times, he's playing remarkably and he's playing smart. And so with 6 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in this match, if Thing continues to play smart and continues to play a strategic game rather than trying to be the aggressor in this matchup, he should walk away with the victory.
You know, wow, there comes a nice kill.
Beautiful.
Right as Wheat said that, shot by Thing. Both players are on top of their game, and it's great to see UT played on a LAN and seeing that link gun actually much more useful. It actually becomes a weapon that can be, substituted for something, as opposed to, oh my god, I have a link gun, somebody give me another weapon.
Exactly.
Another kill coming from Thing. We call this perfectly. Thing just has to stay calm, stay in control. Ironic's a small map. You can come back, and Thing is proving that. 50 shield for Thing and 53 health. He's a little bit low, looking for that super shield. He's down low, and he's only stuck with a flak.
Ooh.
Gets nailed by a shot combo. I saw that coming, Marcus, and I hope he's able to, put some more effort into the later portions of this match.
I was surprised. I knew Spawn put himself in a very risky position because his opponent knew where he was, right in that crevice, right just below the minigun but above the super shielding, and a secondary flak could have just annihilated him, but he managed to get that shot combo off, take another frag against his opponent, and that is going to stop the little 4-frag run that Thing had going there. It is now a 7-point lead for Spawn. Some nice long-range primary shock being fired, and Spawn's going to prematurely blow up Thing's shot combo there, and Thing is just running around. I can't believe how low this guy constantly is. He's always got under 100 health. He's rarely got armor, but he's still able to compete. It almost makes me wonder, Chris, what is this guy going to be able to do when he's got a full arsenal of armor and health? We're going to have to find out as we're about to hit the 5-minute warning right now. And Thing is going to go in through the top level, finds his opponent coming up that elevator. An excellent secondary flak followed up by a nice primary flak, and it is over for him. 12-4 now is the score in favor of Spawn.
Spawn has done an excellent job of not letting his opponent get the better of him. Oh, another shield stolen by Spawn. Thing could have easily had that one if he tried. And you know what? I think now is the time he should be taking those risks that he was taking earlier. There goes another kill by Spawn. Now it's starting to look a little distant for a win here for Thing. 13 kills for Spawn, and I believe 4 for Thing. So it's going to be a little tough for Thing to come back now. We are about 4 minutes and 15 seconds left on this match. Another nice long-range shot coming from Spawn. Spawn now over low by the elevator area as he picks up the super shield. 100 shield now for Spawn, 101 health as he waits for the 50 to spawn in.
3 minutes, 57 seconds now left on the clock. Spawn has 100 armor and 101 health. He is going to drop down to the 50, and he is just waiting. The flak is gone. A great lightning shot by Spawn. His opponent's down to 36 health. He picks up a couple of vials, picks up the 225s in the bio rifle room, but it is not going to matter. Spawn nails him in the face with a full-on shot of flak shrapnel, and that's going to make it 15-4. Now Spawn using that link gun once again, and Chris, you're absolutely right. On land, that weapon becomes a viable option in your arsenal, and Spawn has used it very effectively so far here on Ironic. We've got 3 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. It's 16-4. That's a 12 frag lead for Spawn, and this player from France is definitely showing why he is among the ranks of several top-ranked Unreal Tournament 2004 players here at the World Cyber Games 2004. 3 minutes and 3 seconds now on the clock. Spawn using that minigun, even in a long-range fashion, very effectively. He's kept on his crosshair this entire time, and now there's going to be a fight over near the super shield once again. Spawn knows his opponent has not left the room yet, but finally he could not get that shot combo off, and he's going to have to let his opponent escape that time. But after tracking him down and keeping on top of him, he has managed to remain the aggressor this entire match, and it is now 17-5. Make that 18-5 with another great lightning kill. You know, Spawn just didn't have his motor running quite yet. He was kind of sputtering along in the first few minutes of the match. Now, as we have less than 3 minutes to go, Spawn is showing, hey, I came to this tournament to win. I'm going to dominate. Another lightning gun headshot, making it 19-5 now. Spawn is most definitely the victor of this match.
Absolutely. Spawn has been all over the place with long-distance fire and his excellent ability to dodge. I think that's the most important thing. Wow. And just, I mean, his aim is on fire. He knows exactly where his opponent is. He's got this land timing down, and he's just doing a great job with it.
Man,
we're seeing a big fight over.
Shock. It's just, I mean, it's just unbelievable. He's hitting every single one. I think he's just holding down the mouse button and just aiming, you know?
It's become the point where Thing has got to be wondering what kind of crack has this guy been smoking to make him this good. Spawn now with 23 kills. He's hitting every important shot. Another shot nailed, a primary shock, and he's come to be using the lightning gun up close, like it's a close range weapon. And another kill there. That time, Spawn now 24 kills to Thing's 7. So, nails him with a secondary flak to the chest and picks up the super shield. 1 minute and 4 seconds left on this map.
You know, Thing has 7 frags, but the thing that really needs to be pointed out here is even when Thing has been able to actually capture a frag from his opponent, Spawn is right back in the game. He grabs himself a weapon. He knows where his opponent is. His opponent is generally very hurt, and he picks up the frag right on top of it. He's able to convert his own deaths into points in his favor. It's now 26-7. There's 37 7 seconds left in this matchup, and I think it's pretty safe to say that Spawn from France is going to be walking away as the victor of this matchup. Now, the game started out very fast-paced. In fact, it almost looked like we were going to have a tie game going into even the 3rd minute. But Spawn, once he had a full arsenal, once he had full control of his armor, his management of those items has been impeccable. And the result now, well, you see it right there. A 19 frag lead over his opponent. There's the final seconds of this game, and Wack, I don't think you could have a more perfect UT game.
Absolutely. You know, the only thing we could have hoped for was slightly closer, but Spawn, that might have been the best game he's ever played.
Yes, exactly.
27-7 here at the WCG Grand Finals. You know, you probably are not going to see that very often, folks. Spawn just playing very solid, and he could definitely be a contender to go to the end.
We'll have to wait and see, as a lot of these groups are starting to filter out the top players that are going to be progressing on to the bracket play tomorrow, which goes then from 1 game to best of 3. So the stakes are raised. You know, obviously there's a lot more on the line once you get to that point, but that's when things really get exciting. So we have a lot more action going on here. I'm looking up at the screens. I believe we got some Halo coming up, possibly some FIFA as well. So we're going to find out here in just a moment. This is Marcus DJ Wheat Graham,
Chris Wack, Stephen Iannetti,
reporting to you live from the World Cyber Games 2004. This is Radio ITG. The World Cyber Games 2004 brought to you by Samsung, NVIDIA, Shuttle, and Creative. All of these guys contributing, you know, hardware, contributing funds, contributing all of their knowledge of these games, of the machines. Shuttle with these beautifully painted World Cyber Games custom PCs.
Very pretty.
I know that I just wish that I could go out there to the lucky draw and win one of them, because they're giving away a few of them here in San Francisco. But all these guys coming together to make one hell of an event. It's certainly been great. I'm enjoying myself, and I know Chris is too. We're going to have more World Cyber Games action coming at you here from Radio ITG, powered by GameCloud.com, a speakeasy product. We'll be back with more after this.